show, which is called Norm. Coincidence? You be the judge. It airs Friday nights on ABC. Please welcome Norm MacDonald. Hello, Norm. Come in right out there. Good to see you again, buddy.
Good to see you, man.
You look fit, you look tan, you look ready for action.
Yeah, I'm not tanned. I have heavy makeup on.
Oh, that's what it is. You know, the Costas was here. Now you see, now that's a real man here. There you go. Do you think he dyes it? What do you think?
Oh, no. I saw him backstage. It looked like jet black.
Yeah. So you're with me. You're in my camp.
No, I think he doesn't dye it. I've never seen hair that it's preternaturally black.
Yeah, you think so?
Looks good. He's a great man, you know.
Yeah.
I love watching sports. And I feel sorry for a little bit in the Olympics are those commentators that they get the less than marquee sports, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not used to it because they're used to covering real sports like baseball, football.
Right.
Then all of a sudden they're covering a guy chucking a hammer or something like that, you know, or shot put something. They don't know. And they don't know what to say, you know, a couple of guys, and they're like, hey, man, that guy chucked it a long way, you know? Right? And then the other guy's, yeah, but not as far as that dude before him. And then they're like, I'll tell you something, I think that other guy's in first place, just kind of, you know.
Do you understand all the sports? I
don't know, because they're so uninteresting, like, you know, like...
Yeah, that's the key.
If you met a dude that, like, if it was not an Olympic year, if a guy come up to you and go, you know what, I like watching lots of that women's gymnastics. You go, good Lord.
That'd be creepy.
You know, you're checking box scores on that every day in the paper. But every 4 years, you're like, hey, that's great, women's gymnastics, you know? And then you feel like you're an expert. Like a couple days into it, you're like, 8.5, what kind of horse that? You call that an 8? Honey, come in here, 8.5. That son of a, you get all mad, and you just feel like you can really, really get into it. You know, some of the sports, though, in those Olympics are kind of odd. You know, I don't know why they don't just do all real sports, but they have like sometimes they'll try to combine a couple of sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw one there on the TV, Jay. I swear to God. I shouldn't swear to God because it's not true.
Right. Deeply religious man that you are. Yeah.
I didn't realize as I was saying it. Yeah. But, Jay, this is true. This is a true thing.
Yeah, okay.
That I saw one that combined two sports. Separately, the sports are good.
Right.
But it was a guy who run a 100-yard dash and then fish.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that one. It must have been on late at night.
Yeah, it was a guy. The first part was exciting, and then he was just fishing in a creek.
Yeah. Do you have any favorites? Is there any one you enjoyed more than?
I don't know. There's some odd ones. Like one that always makes me laugh is the fast walker. You ever see that?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
It's like going like that, and his ass looks ridiculous, you know. And you got to figure that these guys, I don't know how they get into walking. I figured I could even do that. If I practice, maybe I could walk. But you got to figure these guys, maybe the sprinters, kind of make fun of these dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like around the Olympic Village there, maybe Maurice Green. Hey, Bill. The guy's name's Bill. He goes, hey, Bill, I saw your walk today. That was a kind of a good brisk stroll you had going there, Bill. You know? You broke the 25-minute mile. They said that could never be done. You know? It's ridiculous.
Now you got a story about living in New York.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah, one more sport?
This is the weirdest sport I saw. A guy shooting a gun. They had a thing where it was like a target, right?
Right.
And the guy goes like this, and he shoots the gun. Right. And then whoever's the best at hitting the target, And it was very odd because, is it really a sport if they give you a gun? You know what I mean? Because the gun is a big part of it. Like the speed of the bullet and everything, That mostly comes from the gun.
Right. It's the gun.
And also, I tell you something else, the judges, they don't like giving a bad score to a dude holding a gun.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah.
They're deciding their score. I don't know, maybe an 8-6, and then the guy's going, what? Come on, man, what do you... What's my...
What can you tell me about New York?
Sometimes I find it easier to start my own.
Really, get the thing rolling. Yeah. What was the homeless guy? You started to tell me a story.
Oh, yeah,
before.
yeah. I was going to tell you that. I had a homeless guy that in my apartment in New York. You know, I lived in a nice walk-up. It's called a walk-up in New York. There's no elevators. The idea is you walk up, and that way it's easier to get, like, knifed and raped and so forth. We have no doorman, you know. Right. So a lot of times you'll go up, you'll walk up, and then there'll be a guy in the end, and then you run, you know. So anyways, there was a homeless guy that was always in front of my apartment, and I grew a kind. He'd always be real friendly. They're very one of the only gentlemanly people left are the homeless, I find.
Really?
They're very nice to you. They're like, sir. They call you sir, you know. And you could be anybody, but they're like, sir, can you find it in your heart to give me $1? And I always give the guy every day. I give the guy $1. I think he was saving up for crack or something, so I would give the guy $1.
And with the price of crack, you know, you got to give him $1.
You got to give him $1. Anything that helps out. So one day there, Jay, I decided to get some delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken to eat. You know, I love that stuff. And I buy my Kentucky Fried Chicken, and this is what happens when I'm in the Kentucky. This is another thing, but when I was in the Kentucky Fried Chicken place, I guess I hadn't been there for a while, right? So I go, hey, man, can I get some of that Kentucky Fried Chicken? So they give me that thing. I go, hey, why don't you throw in some potato salad? The girl behind the desk, she goes, potato salad? Where have you been? But anyway. I guess they don't serve potato salad.
They don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
No.
So I get my Kentucky Fried Chicken. I go, man, I'm going to go home, eat this Kentucky Fried Chicken, maybe drink a cup of beer, you know. And that's a good evening for me, you know. So I get home with my thing of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I go up, and the homeless guy's there. I don't have $1 for him. I spend it all on the Kentucky Fried Chicken. So I get up, and I open my Kentucky Fried Chicken. Goodness gracious, if they haven't given me 7 pieces instead of my 3 that I ordered. Oh. You know? So I figure, hey, I can save this, right? But I figure, hey, you know what would be nice if I gave the homeless guy the other 4 pieces of chicken, right? And then I thought, I better keep 4. It's not fair. He gets 4, I get 3. So, you know, I'm a guy with a home, you know?
Yeah, you got a home.
Yeah. So I say, I'll keep 4. I'll bring this guy 3. He'll like that, and I'll give him a couple of beer, you know? So I come down, and I give the guy a couple of beer there, the 3 pieces of chicken, and he's, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And so he's eating them. Then I lock myself out. I forgot my key. I'm locked out of the apartment, you know? So I have to phone a locksmith, and I'm just standing around with this homeless guy, you know? So I say, hey, listen, give me a piece of chicken there, would you? And this guy, he goes like this, he goes, get your own chicken. It just goes to show you can't do anything for a homeless guy.
Yeah, homeless guy, yeah. You see, now he was saving up for the crack. Anyway, I
should have just bought him some crack.
Should have got him the crack, yeah. Now, Friday night, start again.
What's that?
Another season, your 12th season of Norm, right?
That's right.
12th year, ladies and gentlemen, Norm MacDonald. Be right back with Reuben Gardner right after this.